Subject Report 112. Am I their angel or their reaper? This report documents the life and experiences of Dakota Frandsen, a man whose existence has been shaped by psychic anomalies, premonitions, and emotional echoes tied to real-world tragedies. From the moment he could dream, Dakota was connected to unseen currents, visions not born of imagination, but of sorrow, of warning, and sometimes of loss. His first conscious, fully formed vision came at the age of 14. A dachshund, a beloved companion, disappeared into a black void in his dream. Behind the darkness, he saw his family gathered around a dying grandfather. The next morning, the dog passed away. 2 weeks later, so did his grandfather, each image a mirror of the dream that had come before. But the visions didn't stop. They deepened, they darkened, they had been a part of him for some time. As Dakota grew older, he realized psychic abilities had been a part of his being for a very long time. On April 20th, 1999, as the world reeled from the horror of Columbine, Dakota, then just a 3-year-old child, was only miles away. He recalled a heavy, nameless fear days before the tragedy, a shadow he could not explain, but could feel. Then the rush of police sirens captures his young curiosity, allowing the young Dakota to astral project to see what was going on. It was only when the shots rang and screams cried out that his vision ended, not knowing what it was he had just witnessed until years later. Visions of love and loss can be profound, weaving through the fabric of our lives with threads of joy and sorrow. They linger in our minds, shaping our thoughts and emotions, sometimes in the most unexpected ways. As adulthood came, so did visions more personal. A childhood crush glimpsed in a hospital bed through a dream. When fate reunited them, he found her battling a deadly, advancing condition. A silent connection stretched across years, a cry for help that only he seemed able to hear. More recently, love and loss entangled themselves with Dakota's visions once again. A woman from Ukraine, a severed relationship, a lingering bond. Dreams carried him over oceans, chasing the sound of her weeping. He found her in a vision, clinging to a pillow, drowning in despair. When he learned of her struggles, he understood the dreams were no fantasy. She had battled poverty, illness, and hopelessness alone. And later, she was taken, killed in a drone strike on her birthday, a soul crying out across the stars. And only he had heard it. Each vision, each revelation, cuts deeper, to see suffering before it strikes, to feel helpless to stop it. Is Dakota Frandsen a comforter to the wounded, a silent watcher against the coming storm? Or is he an unwilling herald of sorrow? What is the true nature of Dakota's gift? Is it a blessing wrapped in a curse? Or maybe, just maybe, it's a burden too great for one soul to bear? The lines blur between power and pain, between foresight and fear. This is the question that haunts him. Am I to be their angel or their reaper? Psychologists might call it trauma imprinting. Parapsychologists might call it clairvoyance. Skeptics might call it coincidence. But for Dakota, it is life itself. A life lived at the intersection of empathy and prophecy, of hope and helplessness. His visions demand no worship, no spotlight, only understanding. For in a world increasingly numb to mystery, Dakota remains a living question, a soul caught between destinies he cannot control. Perhaps the truth is this: he is not solely angel, nor wholly reaper. Both roles live within him, and it is not the visions that define his legacy, but the choice to care, to act, to love, even when love may not be enough. This is Subject Report 112, Dakota Frandsen's silent journey across the veil of fate. BB Shorts.